About a year ago, if someone had told me I'll be where I am today, I wouldn't have probably believed. Last year, I just made a reluctant decision to learn Forex, and ever since then, my life has been a step-by-step progress. So check your dates, write them on a wall on a piece of paper. If you consistently follow my content for a year, you will look back and say the exact thing I just said. So without any further ado, let's just head right straight into the business of today. So firstly, we begin with the introduction to Forex trading. So really, what is Forex trading? Forex trading is simply the exchange of two currencies. Let's say you exchange your Nigerian naira for the United States dollar in the bank. You just traded Forex. But the gospel of the 21st century doesn't need you going from bank to bank, buying and selling different currencies simply because you want to trade Forex, except you have your own personal reasons for doing that. All of this process can be done in the comfort of your home with just your smartphone or your system like I have here. This is complete good news compared to the old days. Since Forex trading is basically the exchange of two currencies, so it's only going to be right I kickstart this video course with everything you need to know about currencies, from currency pairs to major and minor currencies to base and quote currencies. So basically, in currency abbreviations, we all know the United States dollar, the Nigerian naira, the Japanese yen. We all know all of these currencies, but what most people don't know is there's a body that is responsible for the abbreviations. Like we know the United States dollar is also known as the USD, the Nigerian naira is abbreviated as NGN, the Japanese yen is abbreviated as JPY. The body responsible for this abbreviation is the ISO, the International Organization for Standardization. The ISO provides a 3-letter code for each currency, known as the currency code. And these are the codes that are used for Forex trading, banking and finance, and all international trades. They simply get, in most cases, the first 2 letters of the country name and the first letter of the currency name. This moves us to our next knowledge about currency. Major and minor currency pairs. Major currency pairs are the most widely traded currency pairs, accounting for 80% of all Forex transactions. They are the most highly traded currency pairs because of their high liquidity, tight spread, and low transaction cost, which I'll be explaining later in this video. But a more simpler definition for you to keep in mind is that major currency pairs are any pair that crosses with the United States dollar, either as the base currency or the quote currency, which I would also be touching later in this video. And there are basically 7 of them: Euro USD, GBP USD, USD CHF, AUD USD, USD CAD, USD JPY, and the NZD USD. Then the minor currency pairs, these are just basically the opposites of the major currency pairs. They do not cross with the United States dollar either as the base currency or the quote currency. They are less liquid, wider spread, less volatile, and they have high transaction cost. Examples of these minor currency pairs are the Euro GBP, the GBP JPY, the AUD NZD, and so on. In Forex trading, currencies are quoted in pairs, and in this pair, the first currency is known as the base currency, while the second currency is known as the quote currency. So with this understanding, let's say you go into the Euro USD market and you're planning on buying the market. What this simply means is you're selling USD in order to be able to purchase Euro. Hope you understood that correctly, because this takes us to the next part of our course: exchange rate and pip value. The exchange rate is the price of one currency in terms of another currency. Like the example we used before, let's say it gets into the market of Euro USD and the exchange rate is 1.10000. All that this simply means is that you need 1.1 USD to purchase 1 unit of the euro. Simple as that. This is simply because the euro is the base currency and the USD is the quote currency. This is how it is in all currency pairs in the Forex market. Percentage in points, popularly known as pip. Pip is the smallest unit of price movement in any currency pair. Just like humans and steps, the smallest amount of step a man can take is 1. Like, can you take 2 steps in 1? So if we say Euro USD has moved from 1.1000 to 1.1001, all that this means is Euro USD has moved 1 pip. Very simple to understand. So moving on to the next, we have what we call market orders, and they are basically divided into 2 sections: instant or immediate market executions and pending orders. So instant execution is a case whereby a trader places a trade and his trade is immediately executed by his broker. Let's say you enter the Euro USD market and you immediately click buy. At that exact point, your broker is going to trigger your buy without any delay. But for pending orders, there's something we call buy limit sell limit, buy stop, and sell stop. For the buy limit, let's say a trader gets into the market and price has probably gone too high for him to buy at that point, and he sees a zone where price is likely to retrace. He's just going to basically take his buy limit and set at that point, meaning if price falls to this point, trigger my buy. For the trader feels like price will keep going higher, but it has to fall down a little bit because where price is too expensive for him to buy. But if price does not come to this level, do not trigger my buy. It will just keep being a pending order until price falls to that place where he sets his buy limit. Exact opposite is for the sell limit. You come into the market and the market has already fallen too far down for you to enter that point. So you decide to set a sell limit above the current market price, requesting an execution when price comes to where you set your sell limit. For a buy stop, let's say a trader gets into the market and it's probably too early for him to enter. He's going to set a buy stop, meaning that if price gets to this point, trigger my buy. Maybe he's not going to stay in the chart all day, so he has to set a buy stop. So even if he's away, his broker is automatically going to trigger his buy stop and is going to make profits from that good movement. For a sell stop is the exact opposite. If price falls this much, trigger my sell. As simple as that. We also have the take profit and the stop loss order. For the take profit order, this just means that you're telling your broker, when once I have been able to get this so amount of pips, close me out of the market with the profit. For the stop loss order, this simply means you're telling your broker, when once I lose this so amount, close me out of the trade. I'm wrong, I accept I'm wrong, in order to limit the kind of loss you will make on a particular trade. Next up on our course is leverage and margin. The leverage is a loan provided by a broker to a trader, so the trader can control large positions with little amount of capital, enabling them to amplify their potential gains per trade. This brings us to lot size. In order to place a trade of 0.001 lot size, you need 1000 of the base currency. So let's say the base currency is USD. You need 1000 USD to place a trade of 0.01 lot. You would need 10,000 of USD to place a trade of 0.1 lot. You would need 100,000 USD to place a trade of 1 standard lot. You can see how expensive trading is. But the brokers saw this problem and decided to provide a loan in form of leverage, that no, you will not be arrested if you lose the money or wanted. But the risk about this is that since you are now handling a position of over 1,000 of the base currency, you can easily get liquidated out of the market if you do not apply good risk management, trade management, psychology, and good technical analysis. Next up is margin. Margin is simply the amount of money required to open and maintain a position. This is just the amount of money your broker would hold in order for you to be in a position. Now, there's also something called margin call. What this simply means is if your account balance falls below the required amount you need in order to open a position, your broker will issue you a margin call that needs you to deposit more funds or close out positions in order to maintain a margin requirements. So guys, this is basically the foundation you need to kickstart your trading. Make sure to watch this video over and over again to get more clarity, and also to check out my second video where I will show you the A to Z about my technical analysis. A to Z guys, nothing was left out about my technical analysis. In any part of your trading career, never feel discouraged or feel like trading isn't for you. I wasn't born a trader. I learned, and so can you too. The time you spend, even the losses you make while trading, the all tuition fees, with no time you would graduate. Drop a comment on any question you have concerning Forex and I'll reply as soon as I see one. We're all here to learn. Peace and love guys.